Welcome back to SLR Studies and I am Leather, and today we are going to discuss one more interesting topic in economics, that is monopoly market. After this we will discuss monopolistic competition. First we will discuss about what is a monopoly and monopolistic competition and so on. What is oligopoly, duopoly, all those will come after. So first, what is monopoly? So introduction. Monopoly means here mono means what? Single. And poly means seller. Okay, so this is the meaning of mono and this is the meaning of poly. Both you combine monopoly, both you combine single seller. Okay, so the meaning of monopoly means there is only one single producer of a product. Suppose, take an example, for instance, coffee powder. So if there is only one single producer of the coffee powder, then he is called as a monopolist. So here there is only one seller of the single product and he produces only single product, and there are no close substitutes for that product. Then that market and that type of market is called as a monopoly. So firstly, there are three important conditions for existence of the monopoly. Conditions. So what are those three conditions? Number one, first condition is there should be no close substitutes. There are no close substitutes. Number two, there is only single seller or single producer of the good. Single producer. And number three, that is strong barriers to entry into industries exist. What does this means? That means if there is a monopoly in that surrounding area, there should not be any firm or any business in surroundings of that area. Suppose here there is a monopoly and this is some limit of the area that a monopoly controls, then in this surrounding area there should not be any else business or any else firm producing the same product. It may produce different product, but it should not produce the same product what this monopoly produces. Okay, this is the third point. So let's discuss definition of a monopoly. So in other words, in words of Bailas is an economist. In words of Bailas, a monopoly is a market situation in which there is only single producer of the good and there are no close substitutes for that good, and that single producer controls the price and output of the good, and he cannot control both price and output simultaneously. Here the definition is very important. First, Bailas explained that the monopolist means that single producer who produces the product has the monopolist. The monopolist can control the price and output, but he cannot control both at a time simultaneously. This is the definition given by Bailas. So let's discuss the price determination under the monopoly. So price determination. So what is price determination? So under monopoly market, price is determined by the price and output both are determined by the monopolist by the collective forces of both demand and supply. So here the single producer controls all the prices of the good and he also controls the supply of the good, but he cannot control both prices and supply at a time. So there should be equilibrium in the position of the market, that is MR is equal to MC. What is this MR is equal to MC? Marginal revenue and marginal cost should be equal under the price determination of a monopoly market. So So the monopolistic market does not affect, or it cannot be affected by other producers or other goods or other economies situated surrounding in this market. Okay, so this is the price determination, and this can be explained in a diagrammatical format also. So firstly, under monopolistic competition, the producer only commands and producer only fixes price, right? So let's draw a diagram. First draw a schedule, after that we will draw a diagram. So I am drawing a monopoly schedule. Schedule means table. So first, output, number of output, total revenue, average revenue and marginal revenue. Okay. So friends, here you can see the monopoly price determination schedule. So we are taking output, price, total revenue, average revenue and marginal revenue. So here total revenue can be obtained from price P into Q, that is price into Q means output. So to obtain the total revenue, we have to multiply price by output, and to obtain the average revenue we have to divide total revenue by output, and marginal revenue can be obtained by the each addition of total revenue. Okay, so here we have completed a schedule. Here you can see output is 1 2 3 4 5 and price is 10 9 8 7 6. So this is same, we have to remember prices. Then we will get total revenue as 10 into 1 10, 9 into 2 18, 24 into 3 8 into 3 24, 7 into 4 28 and 5 into 6 30. So here average revenue we will get by price by output. 10 by 1 10 and 18 by 2 is 9 and 24 by 3 is 8 and 28 by 4 is 7 and 30 by 5 is 6. Okay, so here you can see the marginal revenue. So here marginal revenue is obtained from addition of each total revenue element. So first the total revenue is 10, second one is 8, right? So 18 minus 10 is 8 and 24 minus 18 is 6, 28 minus 4 is 4 and 30 minus 28 is 2. So this is the overall so the price determination market schedule. So friends, here we can see the diagrammatical explanation of the before schedule. So in that schedule, according to that schedule, we have taken AR curve, MR curve, and the output has been taken on x-axis, and average and marginal revenues are taken on y-axis. So according to this diagram, we can see that not only according to this diagram, either according to diagram or according to what schedule. So according to both, if we check the average revenue falls and marginal revenue also falls, but average revenue falls at faster rate than marginal revenue. So the marginal revenue falls at a faster rate than average revenue. So why? Because here if we check, the marginal revenue curve falls very fastly than the average revenue curve, because here in schedule also we have discussed that the average revenue is obtained like 10 9 6 8 7 etc. like so 10 9 8 7 6, and but the marginal revenue is 10 8 6 4 2 like that. Because here if we see here, the average revenue curve falls very quickly and the marginal revenue curve falls very quickly and average revenue curve falls slowly. And after this, in cost curves again will be in this format. Here I am taking x-axis and y-axis, and this is origin. Cost curves will be like this is average cost curve and this is marginal cost curve. So according to this, first cost curves will fall and after they will rise continuously and again they will not fall, because in a monopoly market, as price falls, So here we can see in the monopoly market, as price falls, the sales may increase, but the average revenue and the marginal revenue curve continues to fall down. So here average cost and marginal cost curves will be in this format. This is the point of equilibrium. So it is a point E, equilibrium point. So friends, here we can see the level of output and the cost and revenue. So on x-axis we have taken the output level, and on y-axis we have taken cost and revenue. So when the production exceeds MR, when the production exceeds MR and it meets the MC curve, that is at the point of equilibrium E. So here the producer or the monopolistic producer will try to increase his production below the OQ level, because if he exceeds the level OQ, then he will incur losses, but up to level of OQ level of output he can produce, because the rate of production cost is less than the profits. So here he will gain profits by producing up to OQ level, but if he exceeds OQ, the MR decreases than MC curve. So marginal cost curve, the MR curve should not decrease the MC curve, then only he will get profits. So at the point of equilibrium, the firm will be in a position that if 1 unit beyond the OQ output if he produces, then he will incur into losses. So as we know, the monopolist will not do such things, because he wants to keep his firm in profits. So here we can see a shaded region, that is PABC. So this area implies supernormal profits obtained by the monopolistic seller, because up to in this region the profits will be in a higher range. Here you can see I am shading the region. So in this region only the profits will be in a supernormal position. So if he produces at this point, then he will be incur losses, and any point beyond this equilibrium or OQ or AQ or extra, if he reaches beyond this level, then he will incur losses. So that is why the OP or AQ, OP and AQ represents the cost, the price of the products output. So here OP means from here to here, and AQ means here to here. It represents the price of the products. So here you can see E. What is E? Equilibrium point. Here marginal curve is equal to marginal cost curve. So marginal revenue curve is equal to marginal cost curve. It means here the firm will be in equilibrium position. This is the equilibrium position, and this is the main equilibrium position. Here you can see rounded this point. The AR curve and MC curve meets. So this is the main equilibrium position, and this is the sub equilibrium position. So if he reaches beyond this, then he will incur into losses. So friends, in this session we have completed up to the monopoly market. In the next session we are going to discuss about what is a monopolistic competition market and oligopoly, duopoly, all those markets. So if you like this video, please hit the like button, and please subscribe to our channel, and please hit the bell button.